But extremists are now showing they can leapfrog borders. If they secure routes to the coast, they gain access to international ports for smuggling, new recruitment pools in marginalized coastal communities, strategic depth, the ability to retreat and regroup outside traditional Sahel battlefields. Regional security analysts warn, once militants entrench in northern Togo, pushing them out will require years, maybe decades of sustained effort. A glimmer of hope, Timbuktu's manuscripts return home. Amid all the destruction, one story stands out like a torch in the dark. Timbuktu, Mali, a city synonymous with learning and trade during the 15th and 16th centuries, holds thousands of handwritten manuscripts on astronomy, medicine, law, and poetry. In 2012, jihadists occupied Timbuktu. Locals, knowing what could be lost, smuggled these manuscripts out, hiding them in rice sacks, under floorboards, in donkey carts, moving them 700 kilometers to Bamako. For over a decade, they stayed there, safe but far from home. Now, in 2025, over 200 crates weighing 5.5 tons have been flown back to Timbuktu. The government, alongside international partners, is digitizing them and strengthening storage conditions. It's a symbolic victory in a region often defined by destruction. Here is an act of restoration, proof that the Sahel's identity cannot be erased by war. The bigger picture, why this matters beyond the Sahel. Let's zoom out. Why should the world care? 1. Security spillover. If extremists gain coastal access, they can expand smuggling of weapons, narcotics, and humans. These routes won't just affect Africa, they'll reach Europe, the Middle East, and beyond. 2. Migration pressure. Conflict and climate change are pushing people south toward coastal cities and north toward Europe. Every attack fuels displacement. Without solutions, migration crises will intensify. 3. Economic collapse. The Sahel holds gold, uranium, and key agricultural zones. If instability continues, industries collapse, and entire economies falter. 4. Geopolitical tug of war. Russia's Wagner-linked operations, Chinese infrastructure deals, US and EU counter-terror programs all are vying for influence. The Sahel could become a proxy battleground for global powers. What's happening? Humanitarian crisis, terror attacks surge, women and girls face heightened risk of violence and abuse. Extremist expansion, JNIM increasingly controls territory and spreads southward into new regions. Regional spread of violence, militants now active in northern Togo, crossing beyond the Sahel core. Cultural milestone, Timbuktu's manuscripts return home after 13 years, a powerful act of cultural preservation. Between despair and defiance, the Sahel is at a breaking point. One road leads to escalating violence, extremist governance, and humanitarian collapse. The other to a fragile but possible recovery, built on resilience, culture, and coordinated action. In the camps of Ouagadougou, you'll find women forming cooperatives to earn an income despite losing their homes. In Gao, teachers run secret night classes so children can keep learning without drawing militants' attention. In Timbuktu, archivists work by candlelight to digitize manuscripts that carry the wisdom of centuries. These acts of defiance matter. They are proof that even in the shadow of war, people will fight not just for survival, but for dignity. The question is whether the world will stand with them, or whether the Sahel will be left to fend for itself against an enemy that grows stronger every day. Because make no mistake, if the Sahel falls deeper into chaos, the shockwaves will be felt far beyond Africa. Please like and subscribe.